Welcome back to the channel, lifers. It has been quite a while since I uploaded a video. We had the holidays, I had a wedding I had to go to out of state, I got sick, I had to deal with stuff on NFA Review Channel, so we're finally back here. The car's been great. We've been doing a couple things. Recently, I put on some carbon fiber sills on the side. My beautiful wife helped me install those. Really easy job, actually. If you have a 570S and you're looking to do it yourself, they just literally just Velcros on and off. You can actually see the non-decorative carbon monocell underneath, and then you can put the sills on top. What else did we do? We did tent. So we did XPEL premium ceramic tent on it, and the car already came with paint film on it, on like 80% of it. So we just paint corrected the parts that weren't covered with film, and then we ceramic coated the entire car. So Auto Paint Guard in Tampa did all of the tent work, and my buddy Dan Cashin over at Automotive Impressions did the paint correction and ceramic coating. So car's looking really good.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Oh, where are my manners? This is my buddy Chris.
What up?
So Chris and I go way back, like
Way back.
probably 20 years ago. So this is actually his first time seeing it. He came to the house today. We're actually headed out for a project for the car today. So the keys on the car, let me grab mine. Very plain keys. Okay, the only option in different colors is MSO black, which is McLaren Special Operations black. And
Come on, McLaren.
And all they do is put metallic black paint on it for $500. So I reached out to a fellow entrepreneur, Timmy, and he owns a shop up in Inverness. So it's an hour north of here. So we're gonna hop in the car, go to a shop, and I brought some paint with us that we'll explain later when we get to the shop. And we're gonna try to color match the back of my key Mantis green to match the car.
Yep, should be sick.
Yeah, hopefully this project takes up off the ground because there's a lot of McLaren owners, Lamborghini owners, not Ferrari, because their keys already come red. So yeah, hopefully this project works out. We're gonna do one key at a time to make sure it does, and then we'll go from there. But this would be Chris's first time in the 570S, and we'll try to get his reaction once the tires warm up.
That should be awesome.
Ready?
Yep.
All right.
Holy shit.
Oh God.
Dude, that was wild, man.
Oh my God, that'll get your heart going. So in boost mode, you show them this. So you basically come to a light and put your left foot on the brake, and then apply full throttle with your right foot after pushing launch, obviously. And it'll say up here on the screen, it'll say launch mode ready. So you do your left foot brake, full throttle, and it says building boost. And then it'll say launch now, and that's when you release your brake pedal. What I messed up just now is it will shift from first to second gear for you because it happens so rapidly, even though you're in manual mode. And I accidentally forced a shift early because I didn't want to redline the engine. But then we hit third and then fourth. So yeah, launch mode is, that's where everybody's getting those 2.7 to 2.9 second ranges. 0 to 60.
That's wild, man.
It hooks, doesn't it? So we hit the paint line at the light, that long light.
Yeah, I felt it.
Did you feel it like slide and then re-grab the road?
Yep.
Yeah, that was cool.
First of all, first time sitting in a McLaren.
Okay.
It feels like I'm slipping into a very expensive running shoe.
Okay.
Like it's really tight, but it feels right.
You definitely have to literally shoehorn yourself in this car.
Yeah, it's really uncomfortable at first, but then when you get into it, and you're like, okay, this makes sense. But when this thing takes off, man, it's crazy. Like this, to me, this feels like a sport bike, but on four wheels.
Yeah.
Like that's how fast it is.
Yeah, it really puts down the power, which is amazing considering it weighs 3,000 pounds wet, you know, and it's rear-wheel drive only.
Yeah. Yeah, this car gets up and moves for just being rear-wheel drive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I try to launch my car and I hit a f***ing paint line, it's all tire smoke.
Yeah. I mean, I hated these seats. So I haven't talked to the audience since I took delivery of this a couple weeks ago. Because like I said at the beginning of the video, I've been busy, but I've been driving it a lot. I put 1,000 miles on it already.
Oh, how do you not drive this car?
Yeah. The Trek Pack comes with, I think it's a $24,000 option, and it comes with the full carbon interior, the P1 carbon fiber race seats. More on that in a second. Titanium exhaust. The spoiler on the back is 12 millimeters higher, which equates to like 55 extra pounds of downforce at 150 miles an hour, something like that. What else? The roof is painted in MSO palladium gray. Usually it's matched the same color as the car. So I actually like that. It looks much better than just having it all green. Kind of breaks it up.
Right.
So.
It's got the lightweight wheels.
Got the lightweight wheels. So the wheels are 33 pounds lighter than their lightest wheel.
Yeah.
So they're extremely light, which means less rotational mass, which means more power to the road, and you can change direction faster. I think it equates to like 1/10 of a second faster stock vehicle than the other, McLarens without the track pack. From what I read online, only 6% of the cars that are spec'd come with track pack because the package is so expensive. But I was able to get a great deal on this through McLaren Philly, and it had the track pack, so I had to buy it. And you know what? I really fell in love with this car. So back on the seats, I hated them because I was like, man, it says touring. So they have a race or standard P1 seat, and then they have the touring. This is touring. Show them this. Here's a view from the top with my legs just resting. Look at how tight I am. I mean, my balls were hating life the first week I owned this car. The seats do break in a little bit. The foam. Okay, so here's the difference. I called up Ron. I'm like, are you sure this has the touring width? Because damn. He goes, yeah, it has the touring width. I confirmed it with McLaren Tampa. He said the difference in the two seats is 1 inch of foam added in. So this looks much wider. It'd be an inch or a half inch wider on each side for the standard seats. So I do in fact have the touring seats.
Right, so if you're chubby Americans like us,
Yeah.
or at least me.
Right now I got,
Who's tagging you?
who's tagging us? See here. That's a long laser hit if he's hitting me.
So if you look at me, I'm kind of shoehorned in here. So this car's got a full carbon tub, which doesn't leave much leg room.
Right, as you can see by your right foot, you can see how wide the tub is, yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, getting into it is a little bit uncomfortable, but once you're in, it's not bad.
No.
It feels right.
It does. So back to here, like my shoulders are good. So right now I got my winter weight on. I need to lose about 10 pounds. I'm at like 182 right now. I would like to weigh like 175. That'd be great. My shoulders are fine. I have a medium build. I'm 5'9". It feels great now. The seat's broken in. As you drive the car, you kind of get used to it. I feel super comfortable right now. You can pull a full G in a turn. You don't go anywhere. You can hold the wheel. It's really driver-focused car. You shouldn't expect this car without the track pack. You're squeezing every ounce of performance that McLaren has designed into this car with the track pack. And I'm so happy I didn't go with the Spider with the normal seats. I really am. I mean, I'm absolutely in love with this car. I haven't thought about the Ferrari once, except for the sound maybe. More on that. We'll probably check with them on adding an exhaust if it'll void the warranty or not. It has a 3-year warranty. I don't want to screw that up. And yeah, other than that, show them that. My little crack in the windshield. So that happened a couple days ago with the car just sitting still. That's a McLaren thing. So basically the glue, the sealant they use to attach the windshield to the car is too stiff, and it transmits all the kinetic energy from that carbon tub into the glass and that crack. So even though this is a 2019 car, they revised it in Q2 2019, and my car was made in Q1. This is an early 2019 car, so they didn't make the cut. So they are warranting it. My glass is actually at McLaren. I'm gonna go there at the end of the week and get new glass put in. So for Festivals of Speed, which will be the next video, the glass should be replaced, and they do use the new upgraded flexible sealant.
Yeah, supercar problems.
Yeah, I mean, like, I knew it was a problem going into it, so I knew it was going to happen, just not when. So when it happened, I legit was not even angry. I was like, whatever, I'll call the dealer and they'll come pick up the car and fix it, or I'll drop it off. I'll probably go drop it off so I can take this contraption off for them, my blend mount with the passport. So I assume this has to come off to get to the glass. glass
Yep.
to pull it all off. But yeah, well, let's stop recording here for a second and let's get to the paint shop so we can actually do some filming for the channel there and show them hopefully a smooth sailing project. We don't run into any issues. Okay, Chris and I just got to the shop. Want to introduce everybody to Timmy.
What's going on, bud?
So,
How's it going?
Timmy is a painter. So we kind of ran into each other online. He was recommended for this project, and we're going to show you what we're going to do today again.
We're
so here's
painting
the McLaren key.
the McLaren key. We got some paint and we got the key.
I brought both just in case.
Oh, you got two keys. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That works.
So we'll start with one.
And we'll see how it goes from there.
Yeah. So I was telling the audience, I don't know, did we tell them at the store
What's that?
about the two different paints?
Nope.
No, I don't think we did.
So we have model paint, and then we have McLaren factory touch-up paint. The model paint is actually pre-thinned for airbrushes, and the flake in it for the pearl is already to scale for like model cars. So it actually looked pretty good on the key, and it was also a fraction of the cost of the.
Yeah, I'm sure it's way cheaper than
Yeah.
the actual McLaren paint.
So the model paint with the base was $25 shipped from Spain. The McLaren paint 1 ounce was $80. 80 bucks.
I have a McLaren.
That sounds like McLaren.
Yeah, totally. McLaren, Ferrari, Lambo, all
sounds
that
like
crap.
McLaren.
So we're gonna go inside the shop here. We'll show you around.
Yeah, check it out.
Got a little paint booth there. So he's an entrepreneur doing a startup here. He's been painting for how many years?
I've been painting for about 8 years.
8 years.
8 years. 8
Wow.
years. I went to tech school for 2.5 years, and then I worked in a dealership for about 4 or 5, and then I kind of got sick of the corporate life,
Right.
and I kind of branched out and
I understand. I'm all about it.
started from the ground, and here we are.
Well, let's show them what we're gonna do.
Check it out. Yep.
So you already prepped it.
Yep. It's already sanded. This is a tack rag. It's really, really sticky. It gets up all the dirt and the grime, all the dirty, nasty contaminants you don't want it in your paint. This is adhesion promoter for plastic.
Okay.
So it helps the paint stick. Just do a light little dust coat. That's it. I'll let that tack up a little chilly.
Yeah, it's a little cold out.
A little cold.
Explain to them what just happened.
So we tried to reduce the touch-up paint from McLaren, and it's reacting for whatever reason.
Yeah, you
so
can tell it's
we're
not
not
even
gonna
mixed.
use
We're not
that.
gonna use that.
That's trash. So we're gonna throw that away.
So explain to them that shop that you have that you can match it.
The paint store, a top line McDonald's, they have this $10,000 super fancy camera that they actually take 3 or 4 different images, and then it takes all of those and makes up a nice fancy color. So
they
we'll be able to
take it on the car.
Yep.
And then it can see the pearl
You'll
and
see
all
the
that.
pearl, the metallic, the straight pigment, and everything. And then they'll mix it up, and then it'll be ready to spray.
So we're gonna try that, but before we go, we're gonna try
do
this one.
The
So
airbrush paint first.
so this is already thinned.
Yep.
So he already has the base
Yep.
in the gun.
Base is in the gun.
We're gonna do that, and then we'll let that
This
set,
is the top coat,
and then we'll do the top coat.
and we'll
Man, it's
see how
great.
it works.
All right, let's do it.
That's it. It's freezing cold. You want to let
That's it, huh?
stand for a second. Paint is stinky, especially when it's freezing.
Yeah, it's cold out.
So
Cool.
we'll probably do 2 or 3 coats of that, and then probably 2 coats of the green and clear it, and it'll be brand new.
Sweet. All right, so we laid up the base coat, which we'll
Yep.
go over there and show you in a second. You did what, 3 coats, I think, or was it just 2?
It was 2 and a dust,
Okay.
so 2.5.
Okay.
Roughly 2.5.
So now,
Now we got the green here. It's all heated up, nice and stirred and shaken. Pretty cool. We'll just do it all just for shits and gigs.
now you can leave that paint in there for
Yep.
the other key.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, sir. Does not go bad.
That's cool. All right, here's the base. Let me work with the lighting here to show you. It can be hard to show up here with the lighting, but it laid down really, really nice, actually.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah. All right. Do your thing, Maestro.
Always do a test spray first.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to shit up. Where's my tack rag? There it is. Tap it down. Make sure that's pretty. First coat.
There you go. There's one coat.
Beautiful.
A few moments later.
All right, so let's see. Off camera, how long has it been? Do we think like 20 minutes?
Probably
maybe?
10, 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Somewhere in that range. Should be dry.
This is
Yep.
not showing up on this iPhone. Sorry, guys. I don't feel like using my real camera. on this channel yet. So we're using the iPhone 11 Pro, but I mean, it works. It works. Let me focus here. There you go. All right, so let's do coat 2.
Second coat. Honestly, I probably wouldn't do any more than that.
Right?
That looks pretty covered. It looks consistent, smooth, no dibs. That's a cool color.
It is.
That's really nice.
Interesting to see if it's going to stand up.
That's actually really, really nice paint.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that covered really good. Actually surprised.
All right, so now we have about 2 or 3 base coats.
Yep.
We have 2 or 3 coats of the actual paint color, and now you're doing the clear.
This is clear coat. So this is Matrix MS52. This is like a mid-grade clear. It's not like a super, super thick clear, but it's not like a runny clear. It's like a good everyday
Okay,
type
so
of
good
clear.
for a key fob.
It's good for a key fob, yep. Great for a key fob. This is 4-to-1, but we're gonna break it down in half because we don't need that much. So we'll go 2.
And you, what is that, like a thinner or
This is a hardener.
hardener?
This is hardener, yeah, hardener. I usually thin the clear out, but with it being such a small amount,
You're just kind of
I'm just gonna let it ride, yeah. And it might be better for the thickness.
so it's a little bit
Especially
more durable.
If it's in, you know, it's a key fob. It's going to be in and out of your pocket, thrown on the table, all the good stuff.
All right,
So this should be.
so this would be a pretty hard coat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. And then I do 2 double coats.
Okay.
So you'll have extra protection and you won't have to worry about that.
Sweet.
So with paint, you always strain everything, especially with clear coat. Get it all good. Mess it. Stir it up real good. Yeah, the good stuff.
All right,
That's it, loaded.
let's do it.
So just like every other coat, take it off.
Coat 1.
That's 1 coat, that's it.
2 hours later.
All right, here we go. This is the test. It's pretty much dry.
Let's see what we're looking at.
Dude,
That's like dead nuts, man.
that is. I don't know if that's turning up well on my cell phone camera, but that looks like an exact match.
pretty-
I like that the flake is to scale for the key.
Yeah.
It's not too big.
No, they don't take away from
Oh.
the key fob.
Although the car flake doesn't look huge in person.
No, not too much.
I mean, you paint, so you can see discrepancies that we can't, but to me, it looks like an exact match.
It's really not that bad.
It
honestly.
looks to me like a shade light.
What, the fob?
Yeah, but it's so close. I don't think it's gonna matter.
No, it's not like you're holding it next to the car. Hold it next to the palladium gray. Oh, yeah, right there.
It's even got the same little sparkle that the car does. In the sun.
I mean, it really does. I mean, kudos to Gravity Colors,
Yeah,
dude.
for sure.
I mean, they nailed it, for sure.
It's pretty cool.
All right, so here is the key. And we painted this with the Gravity Colors, right?
Yep.
'Cause the other paint was garbage.
Yes, sir.
So we already checked it outside in the sun. We're gonna bake it some more here in the heat, and I'm actually gonna leave it here with him overnight. We're gonna meet up tomorrow. That way we don't mess up the clear coat, so it's nice and hard for tomorrow.
Yeah.
But dude, it looks great. It has a great shine to it. Throw some clear paint film on there and call it a day.
Call it a day.
All right, lifers, it's been 48 hours. The clear coat is cured, and it is a perfect match for the Mana screen on the car. I'll show you right here. Different lights. I'll flip around the camera in a second, but turned out amazing. Actually, Horace Straps actually just sent me a strap for my Omega Speedmaster, so I'm going green, just not the going green that everyone else is. So thanks again for watching the channel. Thanks for supporting us here. Make sure to click that like and subscribe button. We got a lot more videos coming. I have to head out to McLaren of Tampa Bay today to get that gnarly crack fixed, And then the next time you see us on the channel and the car is going to be at Festivals of Speed this Sunday down at Vinoy Park, St. Pete. So if you are in the area, this video is going to launch before then. So come by, say hi. The car will be on display, and maybe we can meet in person. So until then, make sure to click that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.
We're at track.
Yep.
So we're active. This is handling. This is powertrain.
Okay.
So normal sport track, normal sport track.
Okay. Oh, so you can dial it in.
So right here we'll hit launch.
Yep.
You see it says launch mode active. We'll build boost. Go. Ready?
Holy fuck.
110.
Oh, that was 110?
110.
Holy shit. Okay. Listen, that's the fastest thing I've ever ridden in. By far. Holy shit, that thing is nuts.